long queues just bothersome? Now, with the relaxation of COVID-19 measures, expect crowds to grow and queues to get even longer. But fret not, because this is where GrabCheck comes in handy. GrabCheck would not only provide customers with information about crowd activities throughout Singapore, but also through the concept of geofencing, notify them about discounts that can be utilised when they shop at stores within their vicinity. GrabCheck thus aims to improve customer experience by targeting the correlation between longer waiting times and lower consumer satisfaction, as well as to improve traffic for businesses by offering higher rates of discounts to shop at stores with lower traffic. Hence, it complements Grab's current line of businesses that serves as a one-stop shop for consumers, paving the way for its future success.
Our marketing objective is to propose a modified service. GrabCheck is an add-on service function in Grab's mobile app and is created to improve existing crowd checking websites such as SpaceOut and Google Maps. GrabCheck gives consumers a more integrated experience through additional features such as geofencing, which will bring about benefits to both consumers and retailers by allowing them to secure deals and attract customer traffic, respectively. Such a feature will entice retail stores to collaborate with Grab and at the same time maximize Grab's consumer experience.
A little background information about Grab is that Grab initially started out as a ride-hailing app in 2012 and it plans to transform it into a virtual bank for Southeast Asian population. Currently, Grab offers a range of services like Grab Transport, Grab Food, and also Grab Pay. So its current revenue is about 122 million and it still holds the title as the Southeast Asia's #1 ride-hailing and food delivery business. So they also exhibit corporate social responsibilities like social, economic, and environmental impact. I will explain to you about the market analysis pedestal. So for political factors, we have government influence on Singapore's retail industry. There are new innovative initiatives implemented in line with the Retail Industry Transformation Map. Infocom Media Development Authority and Standards Productivity and Innovation Board Spring will be working closely with retailers to develop solutions that will allow more traditional retailers to go into omni-channel retailing that provide consumers with a seamless shopping experience. There are also other business groups influencing the retail industry, like the 99% SME collaboration by DBS and Singtel, implemented to help more physical retailers to go into omni-channel. This is lucrative for GrabCheck service for physical retailers to partner with Grab to offer their promotions and products on Grab's app. So this allows for users to be more notified about retail stores' available promotions in their vicinity, and this increases customer traffic and sales. Moving on to the economical factors, we have the retail sales growth in Singapore. So retail sales grew 11.1% for the whole of 2021 after 3 straight years of decline. So department stores increased sales by 13% in 2020, and the estimated total retail sales calculated in 2021 amount to 4.4 billion. From the graphs, retail sales is forecasted to continue rising in the retail industry, and the rise in retail sales reflects the people's willingness to spend on the retail shopping. There is also a rise in the household income in Singapore. According to Trading Economics, the average monthly household wages have been on an increasing trend in Singapore, and it increased from 5,412 in 2021 to 6,282 in 2022. So the rise in household income in Singapore shows that the consumer will have a higher purchasing power and also a higher standard of living. Overall, the retail industry is compatible and lucrative for our service GrabCheck to operate effectively. And moving on to the social cultural factors, according to Singapore Business Review, 3 in 5 out of Singaporeans prefer in-store shopping compared to online shopping. And one reason for this is that they prefer to touch and feel the product before buying. Therefore, consumers are more willing to patronize physical stores, and by notifying them of promotion at stores within their vicinity, they'll be more enticed to shop, thus heightening customer traffic for these retail stores. And consumers also value convenience and short queuing time, where there will be a lower satisfaction and loyalty for Singapore consumers that faces long queuing hours. Hence, GrabCheck provides users with crowd levels beforehand, and this allows them to avoid long queues and crowds. So this in turn benefits both the retail stores that partner with us as well.
Technology is also gradually becoming more significant not only in e-commerce, but in various aspects of brick-and-mortar stores. Studies have shown that retailers should adopt new technologies and business strategies to help in customer user experience and enhance productivity. Through analyzing the retail industry, our team feels that there is a potential in incorporating technology into retail outlets. Ideas such as point-of-sale systems, cloud storage, radio frequency identification, as well as smart cash registers can be utilized. This way, both consumers and businesses can then receive the benefits of technology. Environmental factors are gradually becoming an even more important consideration for businesses. The retail industry, like many other industries, are affected by environmental concerns such as sustainable energy, reduction of waste, as well as green packaging. So studies have shown that businesses that implement corporate social responsibilities often receive greater support and positive evaluation from consumers, and this often increase profits. Just like how GrabFood adopts artificial intelligence technology to help in algorithmic grouping of orders and potentially reducing greenhouse gases emissions. GrabCheck works in a similar way. Let me give you an example. Let's say if I want to visit a popular bookstore in Jurong Point, and upon using GrabCheck, I find that the outlet at Jurong Point is full. I can then choose another outlet to patronize without making a wasted trip. So moving on to legal factors, retailers must meet certain legislative requirements before they can begin their business. One of which is taxation law, and more importantly, the corporate tax rate in Singapore, which is 70%, compared to countries with one of the highest tax rate of over 30%, such as Brazil, and countries with one of the lowest tax rates of 10%, such as Chile. Our team feels that businesses, including retail outlets, have the potential to grow with a less costly legal requirement on them. Retailers in Singapore must first be registered with the Singapore Companies Registrar, receive their fire safety certificate, etc. Of course, retailers must consider other external licenses depending on what sector they operate in. Example is tobacco license when they are selling cigarettes and poison license if they are selling medicines.
Now we'll be analysing the environment GrabCheck operates in using Michael Porter's 5 forces. Competition in the industry is high with the rise of digital platforms, which led to a growing trend of e-commerce platforms competing in multiple market segments, and over time resulting in the emergence of super apps that integrates a range of distinct products and services. For example, of such app, Fave, Shopback, and Shopee. These apps allows users to purchase digital coupons and deals through the app and can be utilized in physical retail stores. According to a consumer survey conducted in 2020, 81% of Singaporeans stated that they were eager and willing to receive discounts, making such app even more attractive. Shopback currently has more than 8 million monthly users regionally and is continuously expanding as it secures funding from investors. Fave has a slightly smaller user base of 2 million, and Shopee has 90 million monthly users, while Grab has 24.7 million users. The reason why Shopee has so many users is that because they operate in an e-commerce marketplace, while the other apps mainly just sell coupons and deals. Since the market is dominated by these 4 companies, all of them offer similar products, we deem the competition in the industry to be high. The potential of new entrants is highly unlikely, as new entrants need to incur costs to simultaneously attract a significant number of users to switch over from established platforms. The fact that bigger firms have the financial capabilities to adopt aggressive pricing strategy will mean that it's harder for new entrants to compete with them. Also, with the increasing consumer preference for super apps, new firms might not have the financial ability to spend on research and development to develop a super app, making them inferior to Grab. Thus, we deem the threat of new entrants to be low. For bargaining power of suppliers, we concluded it to be moderate. For the threat of substitute, we concluded that it's low because consumers will be more inclined to use our apps to check the crowd due to implementation of COVID-19 safe management measures, resulting in long queues to form outside malls. In addition, GrabCheck also has geofencing features that comes up with deals and promotion in real time, making customers even more willing to use the app. Next, we deem the bargaining power of customers, of our users, to be moderate. GrabCheck users have high bargaining power as everyone in this day and age owns a smartphone, allowing them to easily compare prices of coupons and deals with competitors' apps. Users also have low switching costs and have a high tendency to switch as they are price sensitive. However, with Grab's loyalty program in place, customers may be reluctant to switch even at times when Grab price may be more expensive. This is because users do not want to lose out on the opportunity to earn Grab points. As for bargaining power of merchants working with us, we concluded that they have high bargaining power. This is because of the oligopolistic environment GrabCheck operates in. Merchants have low switching costs in this competitive market environment as competitors do not charge them any listing fee. They only take a commission from sellers between 1% to 5%, and this makes it easy for sellers to list their products on competitors' platform.
Now on to SWOT analysis of our service GrabCheck. For the strength of our service, since GrabCheck is a built-in function on existing Grab application, it accommodates to people who prefer all-in-one functionality. Secondly, GrabCheck brings dual benefits for both customers and businesses, incentivizing both targeted groups to utilize our product. Thirdly, as mentioned in the function of GrabCheck by Wan Yu earlier, our product utilizes geofencing technology, which is accurate and automated. With GrabCheck's strong technology, improves productivity and efficiency among shoppers, especially at sourcing for good deals. Last strength is that GrabCheck is able to leverage on Grab's well-established brand name, such that it is Southeast Asia's super app with trustworthy regulation by MAS Singapore. However, there are weaknesses to GrabCheck as Grab takes a small percentage of 5.88% of the sale made via GrabCheck from the merchant, and currently, GrabCheck's service is only open to retail industries. One key limitation of GrabCheck is that our product will not be able to perform its full utility of customers if they do not switch on their location service. Due to the nature of our membership tiers, higher membership can receive better promotion from retail stores, where GrabCheck sends out push notification alerts. Last but not least, there is a possibility of inaccurate crowd checking level due to human errors when customers perform manual rating. Now on the opportunities of GrabCheck, we are expecting a growing demand of our service as Singapore approaches endemic and crowd level in shopping malls increase with the return of customers in physical stores. This is when GrabCheck comes in as an indispensable tool to disperse and diversify crowds in shopping malls. Next, as GrabCheck requires collaboration with technological companies to incorporate geofencing, this opens up opportunities for research and development and attract new merchants to come on board to integrate our service. Lastly, it is inevitable to face threats with growing competition from similar promotional applications such as Atomy, ShopeePay, and FaveSG. This is especially so if companies have mastered geofencing technology, making them on par with GrabCheck service. Our concern also lies in data collection among customers and government regulation with data location. Consumers might worry that geofencing alerts will be invasive or disruptive and be hesitant to share their location data.
First, GrabCheck enhances customer experience by allowing them to avoid crowds while securing the best deals around them, targeting the core customer value of convenience. The crowd checking function represents our actual service, and the augmented service product would be the incorporation of geofencing, which allows customers to receive promotions around them in real time while they shop. Second, GrabCheck's nature is a service product to be proposed and incorporated into Grab's existing business. Third, under service attributes, firstly, our service feature includes the crowd checking function and geofencing concept to deliver promotions. Our service style and design parallels with Grab's current logos for its respective services. GrabCheck's name is also consistent with Grab's brand name for its respective services such as Grab Transport and GrabMart. As for additional customer support, they will be relayed back to Grab's current customer helpline. Fourth, the incorporation of GrabCheck would reflect a stretch of Grab's current product line, widening the coverage of the scope of its services to include crowd checking. Fifth, GrabCheck would flourish since Grab is already well recognized and expected to be the biggest listing ever by a tech company in Southeast Asia, with 25 million transacting monthly users as of 2021. Sixth, the service profit chain links profits of GrabCheck to employee and customer satisfaction. Geofencing caters to service differentiation by making GrabCheck stand out with its competitors through the provision of discounts in addition to its crowd checking function. GrabCheck also ensures service productivity and accuracy by measuring real-time changes in crowd activity. GrabCheck is currently at the development stage, where costs will be spent on R&D to incorporate the geofencing technology into our service product, as well as on design to create and finalize our user interface and logo. The introduction stage is when GrabCheck is ready for launch, and efforts are focused on raising awareness about our service, contributing to costs on social media marketing. Revenue growth will be the lowest at this stage. During the growth stage, efforts are focused on increasing sales and distribution channels as we venture into the F&B industry to liaise about the different promotion strategies. Emphasis will then shift from marketing strategies to market share. Revenue growth will be higher and steadier during this period. As GrabCheck becomes well established upon maturing, efforts will be focused on reducing social media marketing costs while maintaining profits by brainstorming with current and potential merchants to boost sales to find a breakthrough. To sustain customer loyalty, membership tier points can be redeemed for rewards to be used while shopping, and those who use GrabPay will be offered greater incentives as well. The declining stage will require efforts to be focused on finding novel ideas for improvement and development of GrabCheck. As we tap onto research findings, we will then evaluate whether to ultimately terminate or continue developing GrabCheck, when costs will be spent on.
Grab can use competition-based pricing to price GrabCheck. As the industry competition is tough and merchants have low switching costs, Grab will then have to price their product benchmark against competitors' pricing. GrabCheck's feature of crowd checking and geofencing differentiates itself from competitors' apps, and merchants will most likely benefit from these features, which gives Grab a competitive advantage. In addition, with a 24.1 million user base, merchants will want to partner with Grab to reach a larger target audience. thus allowing Grab to charge a slightly higher commission. Competitors charge a commission between 1% to 5%. Therefore, we propose that Grab charge a commission of 5.88% on every sale transaction merchant get arising from GrabCheck. When launching this new service, we propose that Grab adopts the market penetration strategy. This will allow them to acquire as many merchants on board as possible. We propose that Grab can do this by coming up with a promotion to waive off commission charges during the merchant's first month onboarding with GrabCheck. Merchants will then be more inclined to list on GrabCheck as they do not need to incur any costs in the first month. Grab should also adopt a segmented pricing strategy for different merchants, as different businesses will have different marketing budgets and needs.
In the marketing mix for our service, place refers to the virtual environment of GrabCheck. This diagram shows the network between consumers, retailers, retail outlets, and GrabCheck. Traditionally, consumers will connect directly with the retailers, but with GrabCheck, consumers and retailers can efficiently utilize our service with various value adds such as decision making and cost saving. Essentially, our service acts as a service distributor whereby GrabCheck receives promotion from retailers and distributes it to consumers. GrabCheck is designed in a way similar to applications like Waze, where it is like a community-based service. Individuals on the road must help by updating traffic conditions such as roadblock, construction, or accidents. Similarly, when a consumer enters our partnering retail outlets, they can update the crowd level through the application to in turn receive incentive such as Grab Reward Point. To establish the network between GrabCheck and retailers, GrabCheck will be partnering with 50% of retail outlets in 94 shopping malls, which is also where our geo-fencing boundaries are set. These retail outlets are essentially where we sell our service to. GrabCheck will run promotions and direct marketing to reach out to our potential retail partners, and retailers will be incentivized to join us with various forms of value add offered to them, such as increased sales, opportunities to advertise on Grab's existing ad manager platform, and advertising cashbacks.
Next, for promotions, our advertising objective will be using informative advertising to inform and create awareness for GrabCheck. So we will advertise the functions and the benefits of GrabCheck, and our message and content of GrabCheck will be advertised as a convenient and daily necessity in consumers' lives. We'll be using social media advertising for GrabCheck on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Google Ads, where they have a high number of online interactions with our targeted users. We'll be working with local influencers like Christabel, Jake Rossif, Heidi Teo, and The Smart Local. They all have a high number of followers, and their age is mostly in our target market users. They can post about GrabCheck in their Insta feeds and stories that will help widen our scope and reach for our target audience to be aware about GrabCheck. We'll be using outdoor advertising where we have created a poster about GrabCheck, and this will be on bus hangers and MRT escalator sites to increase awareness for our users that take public transport as well. For public relations, we'll be implementing press releases and product publicity to spread awareness about GrabCheck. So some public relation tools we'll be using are like news for Straits Times to spread awareness on GrabCheck, written materials like posting GrabCheck on Grab's website, newsletters, and also social media pages, and audio-visual materials like our local influencers advertising GrabCheck in advertising videos for awareness. For direct marketing, we can email Grab users and subscribers about GrabCheck, so it can be used for both B2C, like having promotions for price bundling, for Grab users to be offered a whole promotion package of the ride transport, and available promotions to be used at the destination. B2B can be for our retailers partnering with us with this poster, email to them to join GrabCheck as an early bird to only pay 2.88% per transaction cost for a month. Moving on to the integrated marketing communication, we'll be following the 6 steps. So our identified target audience will be between 20 and 35 years old users that are technological savvy and value convenience and like to plan things ahead. Next, for determining our message, it will be creating awareness and knowledge about GrabCheck to the audience as it is a new feature under Grab. For designing the message content will be about convenience in lifestyle. So from the poster, we want our message to be conclusive and straightforward with our 2 main sentences. So it will be check and save everywhere you go for GrabCheck on its own, and save more when you ride to shop for GrabCheck in Grab Transport. So this is in line with the Grab's current tagline, a safer every day for everyone. For choosing the media, we decided to use non-personal communication channels like our social media platforms as mentioned before, like Instagram and Facebook and more. So choosing the message source will be working with local influencers that have a large following in Singapore to advertise GrabCheck for awareness. And lastly, collecting feedback can be having a post-marketing campaign like a survey to ask consumers whether they remember our messages and more.
Now on BCG matrix analysis of Grab's various services, we classify Grab Transport and GrabPay under the star, which it has the best market share and generate the most cash. Grab Rides connects millions of passengers with private hire, taxi, and coach drivers. And there's approximately 187 million Grab users worldwide and 2.8 million drivers as of 2019. Grab is also a preemptively invested to grow driver supply to support strong recovery in mobility demand in view of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Grab's third quarter revenue rose above 95% from pre-COVID levels, with the food business accounting for more than 50%. GrabFood's success spurred Grab to direct more efforts and resources to it. It eventually generated revenues of 800 million as of 2020, supporting Grab Transport's decline from 600 to 500 million. Hence, this reflects how GrabFood is able to consistently bring in steady and high streams of revenue, though it was never the main and primary service of Grab.
Next, under the category of dog, we classify the plethora of services such as Grab Delivery, Grab Bills, Insurance, and Invest. This is mainly because of the competitors in Singapore's market for these industries, such as investment and carrier services. And Grab service often take up a small market share in the mature industry. Next, we will cover the last category for the BCG matrix.
GrabCheck represents the question mark in the BCG matrix. It is likely to have the lowest market share since it is a completely new service that has yet to be incorporated into Grab, and it serves as a supporting service to Grab's current business. This is reflected by its main function for customers to check crowds and secure deals in real time, as well as its secondary function to provide customers with additional information about crowds at their desired locations in mind.
Now I'll be talking about customer-driven market strategy. For market segmentation and targeting for the consumer market, we will focus on three main factors: demographic, behavioral, and psychographic. For the primary target market, we've chosen demographic as GrabCheck is most suitable for consumers 20 to 35 years old and lower to middle income. They usually frequently use Grab application for their lifestyle as they value time and convenience. These consumers have a high membership tier on Grab application, such as Platinum or Gold. Based on these groups of consumer needs, Grab will analyze what consumers usually purchase in retail stores and push personalized notification to their phones. Next, for business segmentation, we focus primarily on geographic, demographic, as well as business characteristics. GrabCheck will be targeted at 94 shopping malls in Singapore, acting as a medium or network between consumers and retail outlet merchants. For business characteristics, GrabCheck is inclined to target retail outlets that are looking out for avenue to advertise and promote their products, thus directing traffic to their physical store. These businesses are often receptive to going digital and are keen to leverage on new technology. As for positioning, we can see that GrabCheck is located in the highest convenience and lowest price compared to its competitors such as Fave and ShopeePay. Let's take a look at how GrabCheck positions itself. Grab itself is positioned as Southeast Asia's technological company as the first datacon of largest technological startup in the region. GrabCheck's clear positioning focuses on consumers' needs within the local context, which provide compelling service for our customers and merchants to want to use our service. According to a survey on Singaporean consumers in June 2020, around 81% of the respondents state that they are eager and willing to receive discounts and promotions. Furthermore, convenience is top of consumers' mind in Southeast Asia. At the forefront of the convenience economy, Singaporeans are significantly ahead of Southeast Asia when it comes to adopting technological services. Leveraging on this mindset and mentality, our service is differentiated from our competitors' products, such as Shopee vouchers, which only offers discounts, whereas our product allows users to check on crowd level and additionally indicate store's crowd level.
Now I'll be explaining GrabCheck's forecasted marketing budget breakdown. We'll be dividing the budget breakdown into two parts, namely revenue and cost. Firstly, revenue from advertisement refers to retailers that will use Grab's advertising platform to advertise their promotions. Revenue earned will be based on the cost per click formula. Our team projects that we'll be partnering with 7,520 retailers and only 25% of them will be using advertisement. $30 will be the approximated daily advertising budget for retailers derived from considering data from major CPC providers such as Google and YouTube. And at only 35% of that value will be considered as our revenue, due to the average click-through rate of 35%. Plus, advertising revenue will be estimated to be 592,000. Our targeted monthly Grab-related sales generation from all our partnering retailers will be 470,000, and therefore our revenue from merchant commission rate, after taking into account our competitors' commission rate, will be 5.88% of the 470,000. Similarly, revenue from GrabPay transaction fee will be set as 1% of 470,000. Now, moving on to costs. R&D costs will include geofencing software itself, engaging a user interface designer, application development, support and maintenance of GrabCheck. All the values are estimates based on average cost of such programs. Next, marketing costs includes costs to reach out to both retailers and consumers. Outdoor advertising costs for train and bus advertisement are based on quotes from SMRT. Social media advertising costs for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and influencer marketing are all estimates based on market rates. One thing to know is that for YouTube costs, we are including the cost for the video production as mentioned earlier on in IMC. Press release will be done on a weekend using the Straits Time, which amounts to approximately 23,000. GrabPay reward scheme are reward points given to consumers when they pay using GrabPay. Since the targeted sales amounts to 470,000, the dollar cost of GrabPay reward scheme is 4,230. Incentive cost includes promotions for newly joined merchants, which is the 10% cashback on advertisement costs. A budget of 5 million reward points will be also set for consumers that contributes to GrabCheck's crowd checking function. Lastly, there will also be a $10,000 budget for any miscellaneous costs. This will overall result in an after-tax profit of 343,144 for our service. Next, I'll point out the two most significant limitations faced by our team. Firstly, the matrix calculated in the forecasted marketing budget breakdown are estimates based on data averages. This means that the actual values might be different from our estimates. Next, GrabCheck requires participants to turn on their location services. Without it, GrabCheck will not be able to function.
Last but not least, I present to you GrabCheck's marketing roadmap, in which our team has divided up into 4 main quarters. With quarter 1 focusing on creating branding and defining consumer and merchants, in which we will invest all the time and focus into them, as well as propose possible channels to advertise for our product, as elaborated by promotion and by Zheng Yong earlier. We will have quarter 2, in which we will take a step forward by collaboration and also test GrabCheck's service. Thirdly, this will be the most crucial stage, in which we will launch our product and also launch the marketing campaigns. Lastly, we will conduct a post-launch analysis, in which we gather consumer and merchant feedback and study the areas of improvement as described in the product lifecycle. In conclusion, in terms of GrabCheck's service feasibility, it is highly feasible for GrabCheck to enter the market to benefit both consumers and retail outlets, based on the 7 factors our team has analysed. Hello everyone, we are Team 4 and we hope that you will enjoy our presentation. I'm Qing Yi. I'm Ren Yu.
I'm Zheng Yao.
I'm Darren. And Changda.
Bye!
Hey,